welcome to another edition of YPR Radio. Man, I'm so excited. Look, we're about to take this episode is bananas, right? Out of the park, right? Why? Because I've got a special guest with me today. Brad is in the building. Brad, talk to me.
E.T., what's happening, man? How's it going?
Oh, man, it's going great. I'm excited, for real, because, you know, a lot of people, like, they got to see it to believe it. Talk to me about one of your biggest weeks.
Biggest weeks?
Yeah,
in the
biggest
business?
weeks in the business.
Last week.
Last week. Just last week. Last week.
Yeah, last week, you know, was able to have a big week with all of our team and everything that's going on. You know, basically the amount of product that's going through our team, where it was my highest week ever at about 54,000.
54. That's right. You heard it. 54K. All right. I'm assuming that before this opportunity, you weren't doing 54. Yeah.
No.
I just took a wild guess.
Yeah.
You weren't doing. So what were you doing before this opportunity?
Sure. Well, I grew up in San Diego, California, and basically, you know, like many, had the dream of playing in college basketball, and had a really good senior year. So I was going to play at UC San Diego, and then basically through the turn of events, with a family car wreck, I didn't end up playing for the college that year, and so that whole dream went out the window. You know, things happen for a reason. You know, we're here tonight, and things happen for a reason.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, from that, I found myself, you know, kind of in the home audio video business. You know, I always wanted to own my own business. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people here want to own their own business.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
Being young, you always want to have that nice car, have a nice home one day, and so, you know, I definitely wanted that, but I needed the right vehicle. So I, at the time, had found a way to get flat screen TVs, and we would do the speakers in the ceiling. But I was into the audio video. I had like a knack for that. That was something I really enjoyed, and so right place, the right time. And then from 04 to 08, I had to kind of make the transition out of that because of the economy. You know, people aren't going to spend a lot of money in home audio video.
Yeah,
you know, not right now. The market changed. You know, now the big businesses, the Costco's, the Walmarts, they're all selling them. So when they were 10 grand, now they're $1,000. So there's no money, you know, really in that business. So I had to make a change. My parents had introduced me to the product, and I was like many, you know, I didn't see the big picture. You know, kind of thought it was not for me. Probably in the sense that at the time I had never seen anybody my age make this kind of a business work. I was a product user kind of from my first year, kind of, and I liked how I felt as an athlete. And then my mind got opened up because I went to an event. You know, I think events change lives. I think, you know, they really make a big impact on you, and like being here tonight. And I think that's where I saw the health side of the product, which really raised my belief in what it was doing for people and how they felt. But two, I saw all these people making money, and I'm like, there's no way I can miss out, because, you know, the TV business was flat, and I had to do. I didn't have a degree. I don't have a degree, and then from that point, you know, I fell in love with the product, but I fell in love with the business. I fell in love with the people and the ability to really, you know, work as a team, and basically since then, 08, I've been, you know, putting my whole heart into this.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's so deep, Brad. If there's one message I also would share, you know, I learned to swim by my uncle throwing me in the deep end, you know? Like, no, for real. We were actually in Port Huron, Michigan, and it's like a huge lake. You know, he threw me in the deep end and told me a shark was coming. And I learned how to swim that very moment.
Right.
It was swim or die.
Yeah.
I didn't know it really was. Sharks are not in Port Huron Lake. I didn't know that. Brad, me and you could go on forever. Another 30 minutes, hour. I could keep picking your brain, but we're gonna get I think Bryce and David on the line. Can you introduce us to Bryce first?
Sure. Bryce is a good friend of mine. Bryce, did you make it on the line with us?
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys.
Well, let me introduce you real quick. Bryce Madick, 21 from Los Angeles.
21.
And proud of you, man, for all that you're doing. But maybe real quick, share with everybody your background, where you're from, and what made you look at this business and jump on board.
Yeah, well, what's up, guys? My name's Bryce.
What's up, Bryce?
From LA, Agora Hills, actually. Real quick shout out to ET. You've been a huge inspiration. But anyways, you know, just an average kid in high school. Played a lot of sports, so I have a crazy work ethic just coming from, you know, my parents, and from that alone. Got into this business 8 months ago, San Diego State University right now. Didn't have a lot of success at the beginning. Honestly, only got one person on board, you know, my first month. My second month, you know, brought it upon myself. Never made an excuse. in this business for myself. And from there, you know, it's all downhill. It's going to be kind of crazy, you know, over these last couple months. But, you know, if you're out there and you're struggling, you know, it's typical, you know, because if you dream, you know, people will call you crazy. If you start to make money, people will call you, say it won't last. When people, you know, when you make it, people will call you lucky. And it's just the way that it is. You know, you're going to get that all the time. So, you know, if you're out there and you're listening in, you know, if people are calling you, you know, these things, you know, it's typical in every business.
Well, Bryce, hey, thanks for calling in, man. I'm proud of you for all you're doing. And I'm sure, you know, you're definitely going to be reaching those goals. Just stay focused, and ET and I will be cheering you on.
Thanks, Bryce.
All right, look forward to meeting you. Have a good one.
So, Brad, we've got David now.
Yeah.
David.
This is a good story.
Okay.
This is actually my sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
Real
good story.
Yeah. So, David, I don't know if you made it on the line. Are you out there?
I'm on. Can you hear me?
Yes, Dave. What's going on, man? How you doing?
E.T., I'm doing well. How you doing?
Hey, I feel good with the E.T. Like, I like the passion and the energy with that, man. Good to have you on tonight.
Well, Dave, maybe why don't you share with everybody your story, where you're from, and
Definitely. Okay, well, I went to college at Azusa Pacific University. It's just east of LA. Right after I got my MBA, I jumped into a job in an industry that I wasn't really passionate about. You know, I was working about 50, 60 hours a week, and just kind of felt stuck in that. And I knew I needed something else. And luckily for me, you know, I didn't have to look far. I saw what Brad's parents were doing, Tom and Bethany, and you know, obviously being the top incomers in the company. And you know, I saw the money, I saw what Brad was able to make too. But even more important than that for me was the lifestyle they were able to live. You know, they were out there building their own dreams instead of someone else's, and they were working with who they wanted to work with, when they wanted to work, and that just appealed to me so much that you know, I knew I had to go, you know, start my business. And so I did about a year ago. Really in the beginning, I was more of a product user, you know, still working 50, 60 hours a week or more. And then, you know, started to kind of finally open up my mind after seeing what Brad was able to do in this last year, and with a lot of these young guys that are coming through the ranks right now.
I'm proud of you. I'm looking forward to meeting you in April, and I wish you the best of luck. And I already know, really, you don't need luck. Because it sounds like you guys are actually creating your own luck. So keep doing what you're doing. Good talking to you. And like I said, April, I'm looking forward to meeting you face to face.
All right, E.T., thanks a lot, guys. I'm looking forward to meeting with you, too.
All right, thanks, man.
Thanks, David. The future's bright, man. We're glad to team up with you and appreciate all that you do and have done for us. And I got to tell you, it'll be scary to see where we are by the summer, by this time next year. And I got to tell you, it's going to be huge.
All right, once again, guys, look, don't dream for the rest of your life. At some point, wake up and chase those dreams. It's your boy, E.T., and thanks for tuning in to another edition of YPR. We'll see you the next time.